A lot about definitions of points, lines, planes, angles, stuff like that, more basic geometry things. This chapter is going to be all about logic and reasoning. And because this chapter is about logic, we don't deal with a lot of math-heavy things for the first few days. Okay, so today it's going to feel like we're not even in a math class, which is a good thing for some of us, so just bear with me, okay? But we are going to do a little bit of math in the warm-up. So if we look at the warm-up, if I look at the right-hand side, what do I need to do to this 2? Yeah, distribute that 2 in. And something some of us struggled with on our test was only moving things across the equal sign. Some of us were like subtracting over here to something else over here, instead of going across the equal sign. So make sure we draw a line through our equal sign if that helps us, and we drag that equal sign all the way down. So on the right-hand side, we distribute 2 times 2.7 is 5.4x, and then 2 times negative 3.6 is negative 7.2. The left-hand side, I'm just going to have it stay the same for now. And now that this side is simplified and this side is simplified, I can start moving across my equal sign. So if I wanted to move this 5.4x over, what should I do? Yeah, subtract it off. So minus 5.4x. You end up getting 7.8x plus 4.3 is equal to negative 7.2. And now my x's are over here, so I should move this 4.3 to the other side. How would I do that? Add, subtract, multiply, divide. Subtract off this 4.3. 7.8x is equal to, that would be negative 11.5.
Yeah.
And then from here, it's a calculator problem.
It's a fraction.
It is a fraction, but it's really a decimal on top of another decimal.
Negative 1.7.
Yeah.
1.47.
I don't even know what it is. Sure, negative 1.47. This, plug it into your calculator. Isaac says negative 1.47. It's also the fraction negative 115 over 78. Whatever you're feeling, whatever your calculator spits back out at you.
Negative 1115 over 78.
Because you can just move these decimals. Questions on that one? That's the most numbers, math stuff you'll see today. Okay. The rest of it doesn't even feel like math. We still are going to have vocab for this chapter. We won't have time to start our cards today, but I will highlight in yellow all the vocab words, so when you do start your cards, you'll know where they're coming from. And I already posted the vocab on Schoology. But our first term is a conditional statement. A conditional statement is a logical statement, so it makes sense, that has 2 parts. Hypothesis. Have we heard the word hypothesis before, I hope, in a science class? And conclusion, I hope, in a science class and probably in real life. So those are our 2 parts. And the way we write conditional statements is in if-then form. Meaning, if this thing happens, if blank, then this other thing happens, then blank. If it is raining outside, then I will use an umbrella. If it's Monday, then it's an all day. Okay, something like that. Typically, though, we don't leave these as blank. We give them letters. We call them statement P and statement Q. My Q's are a little weird. They're like extra curly. So what I'm going to talk about a lot is if P, then Q. So if it's raining outside, P is it's raining outside, then I bring an umbrella. Q is I bring an umbrella. So those are your two parts. If something, then something. The first part, the if part, is what we call the hypothesis. So if we're using our letters, this is your P. P is your hypothesis. Conclusion is the then part. So that's your Q. And typically we even shorten it more than this. Instead of writing if then, we will often use the symbols P with an arrow pointed to Q. And this is P implies Q. If P, then this happens. Think of your arrow as then or implies. So if P, then Q. And in your homework and maybe on a test or a quiz or a learning check, I'll have you identify the hypothesis and conclusion of certain conditional statements. On your homework today, it's going to have you highlight them as like separate questions, but in general for this class, to keep everything the same and have like a general notation for it, we're going to underline the hypothesis and circle the conclusion. So if it says identify the hypothesis and conclusion, it's asking you to underline and circle those pieces. Okay? So let's do that for these 5 statements. Some of them have to do with math, some don't. First one, if I pass my driver's test, then I will get my driver's license. What's the hypothesis, the if part? What do we think? Yeah, I pass my driver's test. So that's my hypothesis. If P. P is I pass my driver's test. Then Q. What's Q? My conclusion.
License.
Yeah, I'll get my driver's license. And typically when we're identifying hypothesis and conclusion, we leave out the if and the then, and we just underline or circle everything after that. Same thing for the next one. If 2 angles have the same measure, what's my hypothesis? 2 angles have the same measure. Then the angles are congruent. What's my conclusion? The angles are congruent. Perfect. All right, you guys are going to help me out with the rest. Number 3, if 2 angles form a linear pair, then the angles are supplementary. Janaya, give me my hypothesis. Perfect. 2 angles form a linear pair. Reagan, give me my conclusion.
The angles are supplementary.
Perfect. The angles are supplementary. Hopefully, fairly easy. Next one, if the sum of the measures of 2 angles is 90 degrees, then the angles are complementary. Kayla, give me my hypothesis.
The sum of the measures of 2 angles is 90.
Perfect. That first piece. Jordan, give me my conclusion. Ooh. What you thinking?
Hello. The angles are complementary.
Perfect. The angles are complementary. Whatever comes after the then part. My circles are getting a little crazy, but you get the idea. Last one. If the measure of an angle is 90 degrees, then the angle is a right angle. Ryan, give me my hypothesis.
So, number 5?
Number 5. What's my hypothesis? What do you think? Hey. You can phone a friend if you need to. What's my if part?
I got you.
Hold on. Let him think. We're good.
Yeah, but if the measure is in
Perfect. The measure of an angle is 90. That's my hypothesis. Then what happens? What's my conclusion? Cece.
The conclusion would be that angles are right angles.
Perfect. That is 1/2 of this lesson. Can you identify hypothesis and conclusion? Give me a thumbs up, sideways, down on that. I hope we're all up. Underline the part after the if, circle the part after the then. Okay. So that's the first thing that we need to know how to do today. Can you identify hypothesis and conclusion? Next piece is rewriting conditional statements in if-then form. So sometimes you're just going to be given a sentence, and you'll have to rewrite it so it says if something, then something else. Okay? And to rewrite it, we have to kind of think about what's the necessary condition that needs to come first, and then the other thing follows. So this first one's going to be the trickiest one, but it says, every game on my computer is fun to play. Reagan, what are you thinking?
If there was a game on my computer, then it is fun to play.
You killed it. Yeah, you killed it out of the park. If a game is on my computer, that's my condition. The game has to be on my computer. Then what happens? Well, then it's fun to play. So,
The next one.
hold on. If a game is on my computer, then
It is fun.
it is fun to play. And we're not going to talk about whether these statements are true or not today. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, the truth value of these things. So for now, we're just rewriting it. We don't care if they're true or not. We're just rewriting it.
Are we doing daily checks or weekly checks?
For the quizzes,
Yeah.
weekly. Number 2, I will buy the CD if it costs less than $15. What's my condition? If what? What has to happen? Jordan.
If the CD costs less than $15.
Perfect. If the CD costs less than $15, then what happens?
I'll buy it.
Yeah, I will buy it. Also be aware, we're going to use proper grammar. So if we're talking about an item, we're not going to call it until we name the items. Like I'm not saying if it costs less than $15. I'm actually saying if the CD costs less than $15, then we can use the word it. Next one, I will purchase a school yearbook if it costs less than $20. Cece, what's my condition? If what?
If the school yearbook costs less than $20.
Yeah, 20. Sorry, not 15. If the school yearbook costs less than $20, then what happens, Cece?
Then I will purchase it.
Perfect. I will purchase it. You're struggling right now, Isaac. Purchase it.
Do you see it's hot in here?
It is hot in here. I'm sorry.
Right.
And the fan's blowing. Doesn't do much.
I don't hear it.
Oh, I hear it from here. I can
Maybe
move
you need
it
to
closer.
Like this quarter of the classroom.
But then what am I going to do? Just like,
Teeth from the corner so you can see everybody.
I can feel it.
you can feel it? Ah, if you sit in the front row, you can feel it. Get a nice breeze. Okay. 3 more. And then we're done. Number 4, your team will travel to the state championship game if it wins the district championship. Someone help me out. What's my condition? If what? Go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Isaac.
If we win districts, then we go to the championship.
Yeah, if your team
Ah.
wins the district championship,
Jordan, I'll never go with you.
No.
Bullying yourself by the goal.
then
I'm better than you.
if we win districts, then we move to state. So then it will travel to state, or we will travel to state.
Better than Caleb Mins too.
Caleb, this is better than you. And she plays for Blacks.
Talking about golf.
Did you say she likes blacks or plays for?
Whoa.
Jordan.
No, that was a real question.
Completely out of pocket. Completely out of pocket. Okay, focus back up. We got 2 more. We're almost done. And you're going to have a good amount of time for your homework. Let's do number 6. Let's just do number 5. You cannot ride your bike if it has a flat tire. If, what's my condition?
Your bike has a flat tire.
If your bike has a flat tire,
You cannot ride it.
perfect. Then you cannot ride it.
Fireball.
Dude.
And then the very last one, school will be canceled if it snows 6 inches overnight. What's my condition here? If what?
If it snows,
Perfect. If it snows 6 inches overnight. Then what happens?
School will be canceled.
Perfect. School will be canceled. These statements, they might seem very simple and very self-explanatory. That's okay. This first section should be easy. It's going to get harder. We're going to bring some math and some numbers into here. We're going to start talking about why these things happen, why these statements are true. But for now, we can identify hypothesis and conclusion, and we can rewrite it in if-then form.